Right now, as you're watching this, a massive weather system is racing toward the United States, and what's about to unfold over the next 7 days could be unlike anything we've seen this winter. Are you prepared for what's coming? Because here's what the data is telling us. Within the next 72 hours, temperatures across the Midwest will spike 30 degrees Fahrenheit above normal. But that's just the beginning. By Thursday, we're looking at one of the most powerful storm systems of 2026, and it's going to impact over 200 million Americans. Stay with me, because at the 3-minute 20-second mark, I'm going to show you exactly which states are in the direct path and what you need to do right now to protect your family. But first, let me ask you this. When was the last time you saw weather patterns flip this dramatically? The jet stream, those massive rivers of air high above us that God designed to regulate our planet's climate, is about to make a complete 180-degree turn. And when that happens, everything changes. Here's the shocking part. Right now, the Great Lakes region is experiencing below freezing temperatures. Children are bundled up, schools are watching the forecasts, families are staying close to home. But by Wednesday, just 72 hours from now, those same areas could see temperatures in the upper 60s Fahrenheit. That's a swing of more than 40 degrees in less than 3 days. Think about that for a moment. 40 degrees in 72 hours. This isn't just unusual weather. This is a collision course between two massive air masses, and we're all standing right in the middle of it. The Bible reminds us in Matthew chapter 16, verse 3, that we should be able to interpret the signs of the times. Well, right now, the signs are written clearly across our weather maps, and here's what makes this even more critical. Starting today, severe thunderstorms are already developing across the southeast. We're talking about rotating supercells, the kind that can produce tornadoes. In fact, 2026 already recorded its first tornado just 12 hours into the new year. 12 hours. But the reward for staying informed is peace of mind. And I promise you, if you watch through to the 5-minute mark, you'll know exactly what steps to take for your specific area. Now, let me show you something remarkable. Scientists are tracking a heat wave that's about to surge northward from the Gulf of Mexico. This isn't your typical January warmth. We're talking about temperatures that could break records that have stood for decades. Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, these states could see readings 30 to 35 degrees Fahrenheit above average by Friday. 35 degrees above average. In the middle of January, what does this mean for you? It means the atmosphere is loading up with energy. Warm air holds more moisture, more fuel for storms. And when this subtropical warmth crashes into the Arctic air still lingering over parts of the country, the result is explosive weather. Every 10 to 15 seconds, new data is coming in, and it's getting more intense. The National Weather Service computers are showing wind speeds at 35,000 feet. Up in the jet stream, reaching over 150 miles per hour by Saturday. That's hurricane-force winds 5 miles above your head, steering these storm systems with incredible power. But God has given us the technology and wisdom to prepare, and that's exactly what we're going to do together. Here's the timeline, minute by minute, that you need to understand. Today, Saturday, January 3rd, severe weather threat across northern Florida, southern Georgia, and Alabama. Peak danger time, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. The atmosphere is unstable. We could see brief tornadoes, particularly near Tallahassee. If you're in this region, make sure your phone alerts are turned on. Have your safe room identified. Review your emergency plan with your family before lunchtime. Tonight into Sunday morning, a sneaky weather system moves into the upper Midwest. This one's tricky. It's not massive, but it's fast. Minneapolis, Milwaukee, even Chicago could see freezing rain. Just 1/10 of an inch of ice can make roads look like skating rinks. If you have church services Sunday morning, leave 15 minutes earlier than normal. Untreated roads will be dangerous between noon and 8 p.m. Sunday afternoon. While the Midwest deals with ice, heavy snow squalls race across northern Minnesota and Wisconsin. These aren't your gentle snowflakes. We're talking about visibility dropping to near zero in minutes. 1 to 3 inches of snow, but falling so fast that road conditions deteriorate instantly. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan gets hit hardest. If you're traveling, don't. Here's where it gets really interesting, and this is that crucial information I promised you at the 5-minute mark. Monday and Tuesday, the West Coast gets hammered. Storm after storm slams into California, Oregon, Washington. Heavy rain, mountain snow, measured in feet, not inches. These systems are like freight trains, one after another. Atmospheric rivers, they call them. Rivers of moisture in the sky, dumping months' worth of rain in just days. But those West Coast storms, they're just the setup for what comes next. Wednesday is the pivot point. Remember that jet stream I mentioned? By Wednesday morning, it completely reorganizes. The storm energy that's been pounding the Pacific coastline starts moving inland, crossing the Rockies, picking up Gulf moisture. And by Wednesday night, all the ingredients are coming together over Kansas. Thursday, January 9th. This is the day we need to talk about. A major low-pressure system forms over the Central Plains. And when I say major, I mean forecasting models are lighting up like Christmas trees. This storm has the potential to produce everything: heavy snow to the north, severe thunderstorms with tornadoes to the south, damaging straight-line winds, possibly even blizzard conditions in parts of Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa. The computer models are showing a pressure drop that meteorologists get excited about. Low pressure means rising air, condensation, energy release. The lower the pressure, the more intense the storm. And this system is forecast to drop rapidly. Friday, January 10th, the storm reaches peak intensity. Parts of the Midwest could wake up to whiteout conditions. We're talking about snow falling at rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour. Wind gusts over 50 miles per hour. That's the definition of a blizzard: heavy snow, strong winds, visibility under a quarter mile. Meanwhile, 400 miles to the south, severe thunderstorms with large hail and tornadoes could be spinning up across Missouri, Arkansas, possibly even as far north as Illinois. How is this possible? That temperature contrast I mentioned earlier. By Friday, we'll have Arctic air in Montana with temperatures near 0 Fahrenheit, while at the exact same time, Texas and Oklahoma are pushing 75 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a 75-degree difference across just 1,000 miles. 75 degrees. When the atmosphere sees that kind of contrast, it doesn't sit still. It creates storms. Big ones. Now, here's the twist that's developing, and this is crucial. The exact track of this Thursday-Friday storm is still uncertain. Weather is complex, ordained by the Creator, with systems within systems, variables upon variables. A shift of just 100 miles in the storm track could mean the difference between rain and 2 feet of snow for cities like Des Moines, Kansas City, or Omaha. So what should you do? Let me give you step-by-step instructions. Step 1. Check your emergency supplies today, not tomorrow, today. Flashlights, batteries, water, non-perishable food for at least 3 days. The Bible teaches us wisdom in Proverbs. The prudent see danger and take refuge. That's not fear, that's wisdom. Step 2. Charge all your devices: phone, tablet, laptop, backup batteries. If the power goes out during blizzard conditions or severe thunderstorms, communication is critical. Step 3. Fill your gas tank. Don't wait until Wednesday or Thursday when everyone else is doing it. Do it this weekend. If you need to evacuate, or if power outages affect gas stations, you'll be ready. Step 4. Have cash on hand. Power outages can disable ATMs and card readers. $200 in small bills is smart preparation. Step 5. Know your county's emergency alert system. Sign up for notifications. Weather can change rapidly, and you want information flowing to you automatically. And here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Check on your neighbors, especially elderly folks living alone. The Bible tells us to love our neighbors as ourselves. During severe weather, that means making sure Mrs. Johnson down the street knows the forecast, has food, has a way to call for help. Now, the best part is coming at 11 minutes 30 seconds, so don't click away. Let me show you the temperature extremes we're about to experience. Right now, Saturday morning, it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit in parts of Nebraska. By Monday, that same area hits 68 degrees. Then by next weekend, we crash back down into the 30s. Your body has to adjust to these swings. Your car does too. Your home's heating and cooling system works overtime. But it's not just about comfort. These temperature swings affect everything. Pipes can freeze and burst when we go from warm back to cold rapidly. Roads crack from the expansion and contraction. Even your health can be impacted. Studies show that rapid temperature changes correlate with increases in heart attacks and strokes, especially in people over 45. Take care of yourself. Don't overexert if you're shoveling snow. Stay hydrated even in winter. Watch for signs of stress. Here's another critical detail. The Southeast. Your region has been cold by your standards. Florida saw temperatures in the low 50s this week. People wearing hoodies, heaters running, but by midweek, you're back to the 70s and 80s Fahrenheit. And with that warmth comes moisture, humidity, and storm fuel. The severe weather threat doesn't end today. Models are hinting at another potential outbreak around Thursday or Friday as that major system I mentioned develops. When you combine 35-degree above average temperatures with strong jet stream winds and moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, you create the perfect environment for rotating thunderstorms. Every 15 seconds, forecasters are updating their data. Satellites 22,000 miles above the Earth are sending back images. Weather balloons are launching from stations across the country, measuring temperature, humidity, wind speed at different altitudes. Doppler radar installations are scanning the skies. Supercomputers are crunching billions of calculations. All of this technology, all this science, working together to give you advanced warning. It's remarkable when you think about it. Previous generations had days, maybe hours of notice. We have a week, but knowledge without action is meaningless. So here's what the next 7 days look like in summary. Saturday, severe weather, southeast. Be alert this afternoon. Sunday, ice and snow, upper Midwest. Travel with extreme caution. Monday, Tuesday. Quiet for most, but West Coast getting pounded. Pray for our friends in California and the Pacific Northwest. Wednesday. Pattern shift begins. Warm air surges north. Thursday, Friday. Major storm impacts central and eastern U.S. Snow, ice, severe weather all possible depending on location. Weekend of January 11th and 12th. Storm moves east. Conditions gradually improve, but temperatures start falling again behind the system. Now, I want to address something important. Weather like this can feel overwhelming. The constant changes, the alerts, the uncertainty. But remember what Jesus taught in Matthew 6:25 through 34. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. We prepare not out of fear, but out of responsibility. We stay informed, not to panic, but to make wise decisions. God has given us minds to think, resources to prepare, and community to support each other. Don't miss this next part because it's critical for your specific area. If you're in the Midwest, specifically Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, this Thursday-Friday storm is your primary concern. Start watching forecasts daily beginning Tuesday. The National Weather Service will issue winter storm watches probably by Wednesday. Those watches will upgrade to warnings as confidence increases. If you're in the Southeast, you have two windows of concern. Today's severe weather and potentially Thursday, Friday if the storm track shifts south enough to bring severe thunderstorms to your area. Stay weather aware through Thursday night. If you're in the Northeast, you've been cold, you've had snow. This upcoming week brings some relief with warmer temperatures Tuesday through Thursday. Enjoy it. But know that the Friday-Saturday storm could bring you heavy snow, strong winds, or a mix of precipitation depending on exact temperatures. West Coast, you're in active pattern mode. Storm systems every day or two through Tuesday. This is typical for January, but the intensity and frequency are noteworthy. Flood watches are likely in lower elevations, avalanche danger in the mountains. Great Plains, this is your week. The heat wave peaks Thursday, Friday with record-challenging temperatures, but that same warmth is fuel for the storm. You could see everything from severe thunderstorms to blizzards within a 6-hour period depending on which side of the system you're on. And here's something fascinating that shows God's incredible design of our planet. All of this weather, all these systems, they're connected. That storm hitting California Monday doesn't just disappear. Its energy transfers, moves inland, combines with other factors, and reemerges as the Thursday-Friday system over Kansas. The heat building in Texas doesn't stay in Texas. It surges north, providing the instability needed for storms. It's all connected. One massive, complex, beautiful system covering an entire continent. Now, let me give you some perspective. Is this weather unusual? Yes and no. January can be wild. We've seen bigger storms. We've seen colder outbreaks. We've seen more tornadoes. But the combination, the rapid changes, the extreme temperature contrasts, this is notable. Some people immediately jump to climate discussions. That's not what we're here for today. Today, we're here to keep you safe, keep you informed, and help you prepare for the next 7 days. Whether this is part of a long-term trend or just a particularly active pattern, the preparation steps are the same. Here's what I need you to remember most. Weather is powerful, but we are not powerless. You have tools. You have warning. You have time to prepare. Use it wisely. The psalmist wrote, "He makes clouds rise from the ends of the earth. He sends lightning with the rain and brings out the wind from his storehouses." Weather reminds us of something greater than ourselves. It's humbling, it's awe-inspiring, and it draws us together as communities. When the storm hits, neighbors help neighbors. Churches open as shelters. Strangers pull stranded motorists from snowdrifts. In the midst of nature's fury, humanity's goodness shines through. So yes, prepare practically, but also prepare mentally and spiritually. Check your attitude. Are you anxious? Give it to God. Are you prepared to help others? Make a plan. Do you know where your family will be Thursday night? Have that conversation tonight at dinner. One more critical update before we wrap up. The long-range forecast beyond this week shows temperatures dropping again across the East Coast and Midwest around January 15th through 22nd. Models are hinting at a potential Arctic blast during that time frame. It's too early for details, but worth noting, after the warmth of this week, a sharp cool down could be coming. That means this week's warm spell is a gift. Use it. If you have outdoor maintenance that's harder to do in extreme cold, this Wednesday-Thursday warmth is your window. Clean gutters. Check your roof for damage. Inspect your car. Handle those tasks while you can. Think of it as preparation within preparation. We're not just preparing for this week's storms. We're setting ourselves up for success for the rest of January. And here's the teaser I promised. Next week, we're going to dive deep into that potential Arctic outbreak around January 15th. New data is coming in daily, and it looks significant. We'll break down exactly what that means for heating bills, travel, agriculture, and daily life. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it, because that Arctic air could impact more people than this week's storms. For now, though, focus on the next 7 days. That's your window. Saturday through Friday. 7 days of active, changing, challenging weather. You're informed, you're prepared, you know what's coming and when. But most importantly, you're not alone in this. Millions of Americans are watching the same forecasts, making the same preparations, looking out for each other. We're in this together. So here's my challenge to you. Take action today, not tomorrow. Don't wait until Wednesday when everyone else is rushing to the store. Do it now while stores are stocked, while roads are clear, while you have time to think clearly. Make your list. Check it twice. Water, food, batteries, medications, pet supplies if you have animals, baby supplies if you have little ones, phone chargers, battery-powered radio, first aid kit. Important documents in waterproof container. Call your family members. Make sure everyone knows the plan. Where do we go if there's a tornado warning? What do we do if power goes out? Who checks on grandma? These conversations take 5 minutes but could save lives. And finally, pause for a moment. Look outside. The weather you see right now, This very moment is about to change dramatically. Appreciate the calm. Be grateful for the warning. Thank God for the science and technology that gives us these forecasts. Because in previous centuries, storms like what's coming Thursday would arrive with little notice. Communities would be caught unprepared. But you, right now, watching this, you have a week's warning. That's incredible. Use it well. The next 7 days are going to be remarkable. Temperature swings like a roller coaster. Storms from coast to coast. Records potentially broken. Communities tested. But also communities pulling together, neighbors helping neighbors, and all of us reminded that we share this planet, we share this weather, and we share responsibility for each other. Stay safe, stay informed, stay connected to your community and your faith, and remember, this too shall pass, the storm will come, and the storm will go, the sun will shine again, temperatures will moderate again, life will return to normal. But the preparation you do now, the care you show for others, the wisdom you demonstrate, that stays with you. That makes you stronger for the next challenge, whatever it may be. God bless you, God bless your families, and God bless the United States of America as we navigate this active weather pattern together. Take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll see you in the next update with more details as this massive storm system develops.